What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy ATruckerNamedJay, man, checking in. Got a video I want to throw at you right quick. It's part of my multitude of videos that'll be coming soon. What I want to talk about in this video is how I have reinstated, and it's now a official LLC. That is Holland Logistics LLC. Is an official business again in the state of Virginia. I have my EIN number. I have my, which I always had it, but I just kind of let it go. So basically, back in 2017, I was put on a game that when you're getting paid on 1099 and you're getting paid and you're trying to run a business, when you're doing a lease or you're getting paid 1099, it's best to have an LLC to protect you from having to for the government coming after you as a person. They go after your business. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when I was educated on business expenses and writing stuff off and holding on to your receipts and things like that. So I created my LLC back in 2017. However, when I left Swift and I decided to start going local, I just let it go. I don't know why, because I've been working 1099 jobs since then. Grade wide, that was 1099. When I went over the road with the fleet owner in 2018, that was a 1099. When I worked for HUD, that was a 10. I've been working all 1099 jobs pretty much, except for NBI since then, and I don't know why. I just, again, call it laziness, call it just, not feeling like I was a real boss. I just let it go, you know what I mean? So, part of my rebirth, if you will, and going back on the road and going to this new company, which is going to be a 1099 company, I wanted to do it right. I want to make sure I'm doing it right, and I want to make sure, because I'm kind of laying the groundwork for some plans. Let's just leave it at that. Some plans that I got coming. But anyways, so Holland Logistics LLC is officially back in the business. I had to pay like $300 to reinstate it. I reopened a business account through Bank of America. I wanted to have a national bank just because I'm going back OTR. I know a lot of people tell me it's good to have a national bank just in case, you never know. Even though I would have liked to have opened one through Navy Federal, which I have an account through them as well. But it is what it is. I'll probably have other businesses that I'll open eventually through Navy Federal, just not right now. Plus, my wife still has that account. She has an account with Navy Federal, so I'll always be connected to. It's certain stipulations you gotta have to open an account, reopen an account with Navy Federal. You gotta be related to somebody that has an account there, or of course active military and things like that. So I have all of those still in place to where I can go back whenever I need to reopen an account, whatever I need to do. So anyways, yeah, man, so I'm very excited about that, man. It's just one small step. It's, some would say it's insignificant, but to me, it's just any step in the right direction is just a step in the right direction, period. No matter how small that step is, it's a step in the right direction. So I'm looking forward to it, man. And I'm looking forward to getting better with my money management and, actually allowing my money to first go to my business. Jamar Holland not being paid, allowing Holland Logistics to first get paid, and then taking that money from Holland Logistics and budgeting it and, deciding, okay, how much do Jamar Holland need? How much do this portion need, this portion, that portion, and just moving better with my money. So I'm looking very, you would be surprised, how easier it is to manage your money when you have multiple accounts versus just everything coming to one pot and you just trying to balance it out in your head. You know what I mean? And those who have tried know exactly what I mean. Sometimes we just think that we're more responsible and mature with our money than we actually are. And sometimes we really just need to not put all our eggs in one basket and just separate it so that it's easier to not. Because when you have, let's say, 7 different accounts of, let's say, $5,000, it's a lot easier to look at that and not think that you have $5,000 versus having one single account with $5,000, or let's say two different accounts, three different accounts with 25 or over 1,000, because now you're looking at these accounts and it's just like, oh shit, I got $5,000. I got $2,500. When you really break it down and you're going to if you're going by your budget, you're going by how you should manage it, you really don't have any money to spend. That is, you know what I mean? And I think I know that's one of the biggest mistakes that I've been making, at least for the last 3 to 4 years, is just that I've been seeing money in an account, and I just, without doing any second thoughts or thinking deeper into that money I'm looking at, I just assume that, you know what, I got $5,000, you know what I mean? So I can spend $500 here, $600 here, whatever. And what ended up happening on the back end, a week or two goes by, whatever happens goes by, and on the back end, I come up short every time because I didn't spend money that I had no business spending, or it gets a little tight. You know what I'm saying? And when you are setting your bills up, on monthly expenses that you don't pay until the end of the month or beginning of the next month, and you're not getting paid in between, or you know what I mean, it's just, it can get tricky, and you can definitely fall behind easily on that. You can create a lot more stress than you need to have. You know what I mean? So again, this whole opening back up my LLC, creating a business account is just one small step upon many steps that I'm going to be taking to become better with my money through my business and on my personal side. As far as fixing my credit, as far as paying off old debts, paying off new debts that I've created. And that's another thing, just, a part of this whole restart in my life. I've, even in the last 3 years, I've created a lot of debts and a lot of expenses that just shouldn't be there, which is another reason why, I'm looking forward to downsizing. I'm looking forward to letting go of a lot of material things because they're just not needed right now. You know what I mean? I think I got to a point where I wanted to live now how I want to live later. You know what I mean? Like, without putting in the work, and it just don't work like that. You get a little small taste of money, and you just think that, you're supposed to be able to live a certain way because you feel like you deserve it, when the reality is it takes time and it takes a process to get to that point, because it's one thing to get to that point, but you want to get to that point and you want to stay there. And what I've experienced is getting to that point and not being able to sustain it because I didn't put in the work, making a certain amount of money and not being able to stay making that money because I didn't put in the work. Therefore, I don't know how to maintain that amount of money. You know what I'm saying? So that's just, a process. I've made my mistakes. I've bled on the table. I've taken my losses, and now it's time to learn from them and move forward and move differently. You know what I mean? I'm very much looking forward to that. I'm actually very excited, despite my demeanor in this video. I'm very excited for what the future has for me. But that's just something, another lesson, somebody may can take from me. This is just what I've learned, what I'm doing, what I'm implementing. If you work in a 1099 job, man, you need to have an LLC to protect yourself, to be able to write stuff off and just not to be bent over backwards by the IRS and stuff like that, man. Get you an LLC. It's not that expensive. You're looking at maybe like $100 to $200 in Virginia. I don't know the different states. And opening a business account is just as simple as putting $100 to $200 in the checking and savings account and having a business account and getting your EIN number and all that. It's not hard at all, man. Like I said, I've been lazy and stupid. You know what I mean? Don't be stupid like me, or like I was anyway. So, but that's all I got for this video. That's the update. EIN number, LLC, all that good stuff is up and running. Looking forward to making the next couple of steps. And yeah, so as always, stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God Family Trucking, I'm gone.